currently recording some exploration here in EVE Online. So I'm in my cheetah, I'm cloaked up, and I am looking for some relic sites to hack. No relic sites, a bunch of combat sites, and one data site. Well, it's worth checking out. There may be a blueprint copy that's worth a lot here, so eh, it could be something. So we'll scan that down and see what we come up with. So there's nothing else to scan down in this system. And I'll go ahead and head over to this site and see what I can hack.
Warp drive active.
Just my luck, it seems like somebody else already beat me to it. Oh well, that happens. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
Let's see if we can try a system where nobody else is already exploring. There's nothing here. Well, then I'll need to go back because I know it's in 3v8. That's in one of our own systems, and I've already been looking in there. There's no systems waiting for us. So let's try one of the other systems we passed through. The individual in the previous system with the data side scan down was actually part of my alliance, so there's no sense of having us both trying to hack the same site. Since he was already there, I figured it's just as well to leave him to it.
Warp drive active.
The ship I'm flying, the Cheetah, is an exploration ship. So I've got my propulsion modules, I've got hacking modules, a cargo scanner or scanner. I've got of course, my cloak, my probe launcher with probes, a salvager. So there's no weapons here. It's not a combat ship. So I'm pretty much in danger if there are any enemies about. So it's necessary for me to make sure that I'm warping cloaked at all times to be safe.
Warp drive active.
There's only one site here to scan down, but there are a number of neutral people here in space here, and I'm not sure if any of them hostile, but this is null sec, so we have to always assume they are. It might not be the safest bet, so I'll just go ahead and go through a couple of the systems that I'm a little bit more familiar with. And while I am familiar with the system, I'm also familiar with that icon. There is someone who is a suspect, which means they have done something potentially negative. Either they've shot someone, or they've potted someone, or they've stolen from someone's wreck or someone's can. So, could be a problem, maybe not, but I have a few safe spots set up in this system. However, there are more people here as well. So the likelihood is someone may already be scanning this place down as well. However, I also know that there are other routes back to my home system through here. So I will take
Warp
those.
drive active. Warp drive active.
This is a larger system, so the ship ran out of capacitor before it could make it clear from one gate to the other. So I had to reinitiate warp. Okay, here's a system with a few sites, and no one else is here. This is just what I'm looking for. I'll find a random planet, begin heading in that direction. That'll automatically turn off the automatic cloak. I'll drop probes, warp to the planet at 100,
Warp drive
and
active.
immediately cloak up. And the moment I land, I can immediately open up the map and begin scanning down the sites. Okay, there's another data site. Okay, so we've scanned down this site. I'm going to go ahead and pull back my drones. I could scan down the other side and I'll probably find something, but more this intel looks like it's picking up a lot going on. Not sure what. So I may want to go back to the main system and jump into a combat ship. Perhaps see if there's anything interesting
Warp
worth doing.
drive active.
Might even have an interesting fleet up. Okay, so looks like we've got 5 cans. What we will do is select, set to keep it range 1000, turn on the micro warp drive so that'll get over there quicker. The reason I set it to keep it range 1000 is because one, that'll automatically head my ship in the direction towards the first can. Two, in order to hack the cans, you must be within a certain amount of distance, 5,000 kilometers, or meters, I'm sorry. But also, in order to loot the can, I have to be within 2,500. While you're hacking the can, if you stray too far outside of the range, that'll disengage the actual hacking minigame, and that'll count as a missed hack or as a failure. And then you only have 2 failures, and then the can will explode. So this way, I kill 2 birds, 1 stone. So what I failed to do, by the way, was to actually target the can properly and use the cargo scanner. That way I can see what's in here. And looking at what's here, honestly, this isn't even a can worth hacking. What's in there is not really worth enough to justify the time spent trying to get that particular can. So I will just skip that and head to the next one. You can tell it's late at night. If I'd been thinking clear, I would have actually marked that can first, or at least exploded it, so I wouldn't have potentially warped back to it by accident, but that's quite alright. This can has at least one item in there that may be worth something, so I will begin to hack these cans and see what I can find. Okay, there's something there as use. Well, that didn't go as planned at all. Hmm. Well, that didn't work out too well. Also, there's another person in the system now, so I have to be careful. Keep my eyes and ears open. That was a success, but there's not much in here. Uh, 3 cans, of which we know one of them is useless, so 2 cans to go. The other individual seems to have left the system. This is the one that was practically worthless, so this is what we will do. Go ahead and knock that off our overview so there's not causing us any more problems, and so that we don't confuse it, waste any more time on it. We really should have done that to begin with, but that's my own fault. I also can't target until I'm within 15 kilometers. This ship has that particular limitation on its targeting. Otherwise, I could target the devices automatically. Okay. So that one wasn't worth much more. But that's alright. Have this last can here. It probably won't be worth much either, but it's worth checking out. And we can always try to find another system. This could be worth something. That's 1 million, so not a great deal, but not a complete waste. Okay, so this system was not particularly impressive, but it was worth checking out.
Warp drive active.
Cloak up because it seems like two people have joined the system. One of which you know is part of the Alliance, but the other, I'm pretty sure is neutral. No sights to scan down here. Well, this would be the system we go back to dock up. 5Z. But I think instead, I'll jump through here and see what we may find. It could be interesting. It's worth a shot.
Warp drive active.
No sights here, and only one person in the system. However, this is what would be called a pipe system. Basically, there's only two gates, which means you have one way in, and the same way out, and one other way out. So, easy to decipher where a person is going if they happen to come in here. We don't like systems like that because if a group of people come in, all they have to do is sit at the two gates and wait for you because you have to exit through at least one of them. A system with at least three gates is optimal because at least then you have the benefit of them not knowing for sure which gate you may or may not try to exit through, which requires them to have a larger force or to waste time bouncing around from gate to gate to try to find you. appears to be a few other people in this system now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and head onto our home system
Warp drive active.
and see what else I can get into.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.